about like, life, like a lot of people speak up, but they don't want to hear us sometimes because some things that we be telling the truth. They don't want to hear right. They want to hear negative more than right.
Welcome to the Don't Let That Go Over Your Head podcast, starring Q the Boss.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Don't Let That Go Over Your Head podcast. Man, today I got a special guest. And today we talking about something very, 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 very serious, very, very serious. I'm excited that my guy is here. Watched you for a while, ATOWN, man. I want to give you your flowers, man. Very humorous guy, man. Let me let you introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? My name is ATOWN, known as, Birds of Chirping. Thank you for having me, Q. Appreciate you.
Listen, man.
I'm from Philly.
Oh, you from Philly? Where in Philly you from?
Uptown.
That's what's up, man. So talk to me, man. What you got going on?
What I got going on is that, I know everyone heard that I'm on dialysis, that, I'm raising awareness of kidney, O positive, because my blood type is O positive. It's a rare blood type, so of course it's going to be even harder trying to find a kidney that, is O positive. Also that it's hard because that, where life takes you far and like, sometimes you got to deal with it and, move on. But at the end of the day, dialysis is really stressful. It pulls your blood and cleans it, and it makes you tired. Yeah. And, it's not easy. A lot of people think that I haven't doing nothing or I fell off. No, just because I ain't doing nothing or I ain't moving, you don't see me here and there. I'm here to take care of my health. And this health is very seriously because you could die from this. Because I've seen people don't want to go to dialysis no more and give up and just pass away. It's all the toxins built in your body. And when they build in your body, when the toxins build in your body, you have like, it's called the urination to pee it out or other stuff, but my kidney doesn't do that. So that's why, all the toxins, that's why it's good. That's why they said Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Because you got to get your time to your body rejuvenate, but this stuff makes you tired, cramp up, sick. You can't eat so much. You know how people say, eat healthy and all that. It does not about eating healthy. It's about, how much you eat of it. You know what I'm saying? Like certain fruits I can't eat because it's hyperthyroidism. Wow. Wow. And some stuff, and like, wow. So it's like, it's really hard.
How long you been dealing with this?
3 years.
Wow. How did you get diagnosed?
What, with the dialysis or with the...
how did you find out?
Get that? When I found out, because when I was like 2019, I kept getting sick a lot, kept getting sick. And they said that your kidney's not working. Even I had a kidney transplant at the age of 9.
Wow.
And they said it's not going to last that long. So if I get another kidney, that will be my second kidney transplant.
Wow.
So at the same time, they said, this kidney, I got to take good care of. If I get this kidney, we'll take good care of it. If I don't, I'll be back on dialysis. And that's it. And I can't get no more kidneys. Because you only can get amount of kidneys in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, when I found out, because I thought I was losing weight and it was getting better. No, I was losing weight, getting sick. And, and that's when my kidneys been acting up, and that's when it said I got to go for dialysis because I got spreading up green stuff.
Wow.
And when I was spreading up green stuff, they said your kidneys rejecting itself and they had to take the kidney out. I then was on dialysis and after that, to then, now I'm on the list now, but they said I wasn't able to get on the list, but grace of God got on the list. See, I'm a believer. I'm saying before used to be like, I wasn't ready to be like before. It's like, like a lot of things used to discourage me in life.
Yeah.
I used to let it get to me. But now, as long as you have somebody in front of you, he's God, or in the back, he got his shield protecting you. It's not even you could go through. You know what I'm saying? And I be telling people that if you see people who have like health problems or this, check on them. That's number one. Don't put them down. Check on them. See how they doing. Or matter of fact, go to their doctor's appointment. See how, if you want to know about them, go to their doctors.
Agreed.
And find out and sit there and talk with them and talk to their doctors. You know, if you really care about them, go to one of their doctor's appointments and everything, you know. And, you know, I'm doing my flyer, my old positive awareness, because this ain't easy, because a lot of people need to hear this, what's going on, because a lot of people think because I'm not doing nothing. No, I am, but not on their time.
That makes sense. That makes sense. How was your support system?
There's a lot of people support, like not everyone's, not everyone's going to support what I do. That's fine. It's not nothing to understand. But when I try, people who knows, they know. When God sent something to people who know, they know. It's like you.
Yes.
You want to learn.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you want to learn. But some people that like people that used to be around or this and that, and, you know, some people don't repost it. Like, you know, don't come around me when stuff goes up. Don't come around me, like, you know, come like before stuff going down so we could start doing stuff. And a lot of people keep thinking, oh, I want this. No, it's not about money. I don't want money. I just want a kitten.
Yeah.
I don't want no money. I'm good off money. I don't need money. I just need a kidney. You know, that's the really important part. You know what I'm saying? And some people argue with me talking about, well, where were you doing this at? I said, before I didn't have these kind of problems. You can't argue with that. See, they see what they want to see. Some people keep saying that. Some people keep saying that I could disagree, this and that. So, well, here's the thing: you choose not to understand. That's your problem.
Agreed.
You choose not to understand, and you know you can't please everyone what you're trying to go through. That's not enough for them. Not enough for them. But you know they'll understand what happened to them or their family. You know what I'm saying? Then they want to get. Oh yeah, I see what you're going through now. I see, oh, this and that. You know, you gotta be mindful what like we all going through. Like I don't know what you're going through. Right? Some things you might not say, and I can't, say, oh no, like that's your life. I can't argue with that. It's what you go through. Some things that you can't handle, that I can't handle. Some things that I'm going through that handle that you can't handle. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate life from other people.
I want to say this to you though, man. And all my guys in the studio right now, man, we applaud you, man. We applaud you, bro. We applaud you. We applaud your strength, right? And I wanted to do this episode with you because I didn't even know that your health was bad until the other day when I saw you on the gram and I said, let me tap in. And I was like, wow, he's going through health complications. I didn't even know. So, sometimes, everything is about fun and games, but right now we're talking about a real life problem, right?
Right.
How do you maintain your strength other than God? Like, who's around you that's like keep motivating you? Wow.
Well, of course you got your mom. Your mom always your number one supporter.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't have their mom, so of course they're gonna get upset. Like, why you got your mom involved? Because my mom is my number one. Like, your mom always gonna take care of you.
Agreed.
Regardless, you know what I'm saying? And also that couple people, but not all. I'm not saying everybody's not gonna be around me when it's bad.
Yes.
I can't fault them for that, but it's okay. But when God placed certain people in your life, that you should cherish that. Cherish that.
I agree.
We didn't say moment. We said cherish that forever.
I agree.
Because they was there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Here's my question: When you were on your way up, right? When you was going to your peak, would you say that more people wanted to be around you?
Of course, because they didn't see the fame. That's when they see the clout. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, yo, like before, some people ask me like, hey, how come you didn't tell your story before? Because I said I wasn't on dialysis or other problems because I had, the wrong people around me.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it 100. The wrong people around me was not, it might sound good on the outside. Like you might look on the outside, oh my God, he's doing great. But the inside be like, oh, wow. Like, ooh, like, yeah.
Oh, so you would say that a lot of people were trying to take advantage of you? That's sad. It's so sad.
Yeah, because a lot of people think that I don't know nothing. But it's okay. That's the key. That's the key, y'all. I'm going to drop jewels for y'all. Listen, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think I'm like, not knowing stuff. I don't think that. I'm happy like y'all keep thinking that. That's the key. Keep sleeping on me because at the end of the day, all of a sudden, he walked to the bank with me. He put money into the ATM. No, you can't.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? Not just even money. he come to church with me. That's the real thing. He come to the house and he did all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So keep thinking I'm like keep sleeping on me because I love this. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, a lot of the times when like even me, like my first go round, I had a lot of people around me that wanted to be around me because of the things I had going on, right? But when things fell down, a lot of people turned their back on me. They basically laughed
Exactly.
and they laughed. But the truth is, the Bible, even God says, he who laughs always the best. So in my mind, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I'm gonna have the last laugh. And now a lot of people trying to come
Right.
back, but I'm like, you can't come back. But me seeing your
Right.
story, man, I'm like, wow. A lot of people, I felt like a lot of people was trying to exploit you and take advantage of you. And I always thought like that.
Right.
Would you say that's true?
But was boy I don't think so, but like laughing me think I don't know nothing, but I say that trying to hurt me or use me because they can't get what they want, so what they do is talk bad, of course, Well, I'm glad that I'm not with certain people I'm not around with. I'm just glad, grateful, God always been in control. Like I've been on magazines now. I've
Yeah.
been on billboards.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I got magazines. I'm doing anti-bullying campaigns now.
I
I'm
love it.
doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping raising awareness. Back then I didn't have all that. Back
Agreed.
then I didn't have magazine. All you
Agreed.
saw was me in clubs and doing videos. I'm like, I was like, it's time for me to go do something else. But they didn't want to let me do nothing else because that was their money and they didn't want to, let me do what I gotta do. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But now since I got away from them, I could do it. I have all this stuff. I got my own company now. I got my own LLC. You know what I'm saying? ATOWN Productions. I got a lot of great things going on. More stuff is coming. You know what I'm saying? I've been to movies. It's on Tubi. Everything. It's a lot. I'm just so grateful that, it might seem like stuff is not working, but sometimes you have to look at it like, if God's right there, you gotta let it flow.
Agreed. Agreed. Let me give you your flowers, man, because you just saw something about bullying. The bullying thing is real. I gotta ask you, were you bullied growing up?
Yes, I was almost killed myself.
Wow. Would you
I
mind?
almost killed myself, and they were trying to kill me.
Wow. 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 I admire your courage, man, and I just want to tell you this. I admire it because it's like, me. I had like I went through something called depression. And I was very depressed about a lot of things in my life weren't going the way I wanted. And I used to blame everybody and I used to be mad at the world, but I didn't really look at myself. For you to say that you almost to the point where you thought about killing yourself to the point where you fighting now, right? I just want to tell you, man, someone needs to hear this story, man, because it's like, wow, there's somebody right now that's going through something so bad that they second guessing themselves. What made you not want to do that to yourself?
Oh, what made me not want to do that? Because that God told me no, no. Like every time I'll hear God saying no,
Wow.
no. It's like, don't do that. And you see the enemy means Satan
Yeah.
looking at you like he's looking at you like, come on, like basically like give you that look like do it so you could come here.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what he wants, right? So, like your courage, man, it's like I said, the courage that you have. I think vulnerability to allow people to hear your story and allow people to hear what you're going through helps a lot of people out. And a lot of people don't see it that way. They look at it like, look, this person is going through that. That's their problem. But the reality of all things is someone depressed, someone sad, someone not happy. That's a world problem. We need to help others, right? That's the whole strength of being a human and being a positive person is helping others. So like I love what you're doing, the anti-bullying, man. That's bigger than being in a nightclub. A nightclub is nothing, but the bullying thing is like it's real, right? To a young person right now who's actually going through bullying, what would you tell them?
Please keep your head up and tell somebody. You know how people say no snitching, no this, no. If you getting bullied if you getting bullied and you feel like committing suicide, oh no, we gotta address that right away.
Yeah,
Because we need you here on this earth. We don't want you to go away. You know how many people deaths and the help and bullying. You know how many deaf people take their own life because they can't handle the situation. You know, and I was surprised I able to handle that because I thought I was gonna be out, but is look at life. A lot of people look at life different and not understand that. But it's how what you look at the life, it's what you do, how you look at the life, it's how you react to the life.
I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that when stuff comes, please understand that just think for a moment before you react, because we don't need any and stuff seeing on the news about, oh, this person killed himself for bullying or doing people like, no, we need you here, please,
Yeah.
because we care. Don't think we don't.
Yeah.
We care. That's what we trying to figure out. What's the solution to this answer?
Wow. I was reading an article the other day. I think it's like an 80-20. 80% of suicides are in men. 80% suicide is higher in men. Because I think that we're taught not to speak up when things are wrong and when things are bothering us. We're taught not to talk about it. It's you tough if you could just hold back. But in reality, it's like it starts driving you crazy, man. And I'm speaking for myself. Like, I think because I went to therapy and I was able to speak up and talk about what I've
Me
gone
too.
through. Yeah, see, that's a plus, man. That's
Me too, because back in the day, everything's on the hush hush, but now, as people speak out now, it's like, oh, once you speak out, it's like you in the wrong.
Yes.
I'm like, how are we in the wrong? And we're not saying we're expressing our feelings, we're telling you what's going on. And then, yes, you're right, we do speak about our feelings. Yeah, because I said, like, a lot of people speak up about, like, life. Like, a lot of people speak up, but they don't want to hear us sometimes because some things that we be telling the truth, they don't want to hear right. They want to hear negative more than right.
And that's sad that the world is so caught up and always want to hear something negative. It's bad that when a person at their low, we laugh at that, right? And it's humorous to people to see someone going through something sad. I remember like my group of people in here right now in the studio, this is my family. One day, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm a very strong man. One day I broke down and I cried in front of them because I missed my daughter. And but around them, I felt so comfortable for the first time. I used to be around some very, 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 very quote unquote tough people, and I never felt comfortable to be vulnerable. But around my people now, and I feel like I can be myself. And no one laughed at me. They actually encouraged me, and they made me feel better about it. Right?
Right. I see what you're saying, because before, that's exactly what you mean, King.
Yeah.
Because when I was before with other people, I couldn't express how I feel or talk how I feel because they always putting me down.
Yeah.
Or not this. And when stuff goes to the left, it's pointing fingers and talking about what happened. You don't talk about because you won't let me talk. You're always putting me down, or no, because you want stuff your way. But now, since I'm with different people now, like you said, I was with one person. I was so mad about something. I actually hit one of my people because all that anger came out. But he didn't react. All he said was, "I understand what you're going through. Get your anger out, yo. I'm here." That's what I like about one of my peoples, because he didn't hit back or trying to fight back or trying to hurt me. He just said, "I understand. Get your anger out, hey. Get your anger out. I know." He said, "It's going to work. It's going to be better." See, you need people around people like that.
Yes.
If you don't have people around like that, if people who fight you back, and if they know you're going through something and they can't accommodate your thing, like heal you, talk to you, and stuff, and they always get angry, they try to fight you back because you hit them, that means that they ain't for you.
That's true, because like you said, like being able to be vulnerable, right, and having people that understand you is a beautiful thing, man. I think the one thing I always tell people in life, when you're born with the people that's born with your same blood, that makes y'all related. But one thing I've learned about getting older is you can create your own family, right?
Right.
And that's what I've learned. And now that I'm older, I've created a family. And I tell everyone that's around me that that's my family. And we love each other like family. We respect each other. We want better for each other, right? And me personally, everyone knows that I'm a very God-fearing person. I don't like to see people at their lows. Some people, I don't know how you can get a kick out of that. But I definitely think that's the negative that's using that person to feel like that, right? Yeah.
Right. My church is my family.
Wow.
That's my church. It's family. That's family is my church. That's how you say it. That's my family right there. Because when I was church before I came big, I didn't feel like I was family. There's a lot of stuff with them because they was older and they was putting me down. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's what you gotta find a church that is in like your age or something. Because I got church now that's in my age 30s and 30 and up. Even my pastor's 34. You know, he understands what's going on and not with our generation. If
Yes.
you have an older pastor and if you have an older pastor in a different generation, it's not going to kind of work out because they're going to tell you what it is, and they're not going to agree with you with everything. They're going to just put you down. And you're
Yeah.
like, what? And it's hard to talk to them. So
Yeah.
that's why I said that. That's why I said that. That's why I said that. It's better to find a church that's better generation.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? So
I agree. Here's my question. So like a young person right now, right, who's trying to find their self. You know, there's a lot of people out here that's trying to figure out who they are, what's their purpose, you know, their premise of life. What should they be doing? What would you tell somebody that's
first,
seeking that?
ask God, like seek, like you know how the three things. Ask, you shall receive.
Yeah.
Seek is that did I get it right? Ask, you shall receive. Or forgot how it was, but you know, you will ask God for the assignment, and He will give you the assignment. He's not going to say, "Here, take the assignment and walk away." No, He's going to walk you through it to the assignment. Ask God what's your assignment.
You know, something yesterday when I was talking to you on the phone, and you was like, you know, let me see if I can fit the schedule, but I got to make sure I get to church. Q, I got to make sure I go to church first. I'm not gonna lie, man. I got so happy, man. I was like, you know, this guy, you know, you sound like so more at ease. You know, you sound at peace, right? Because I met you years ago. I met you in New York a while back, and it was years ago. I met you actually at a club, and you could see the different vibe. I could see the more relaxed. You understand what I'm saying? Do you feel?
So I think I was too hyped.
No, it's not hype. I just think it was just more of different space, different environment, different energy.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Because I tell people I was before wasn't comfortable. That's why I said before. I ain't say I like what I was going through. I said that I ain't say I ain't like what I was going through. It's just the people I was around with, and I couldn't be who I wanted to be. And you know that you said you see a different environment, more chill, and you know, and I couldn't, you know, get more open to people as I wanted to, or tell about myself. You know what I'm saying?
That
But
makes
now,
sense.
since now I can tell about myself and what's going on, they can understand.
Let me ask you a question. The day you blew up, if you can go right to that moment right now and have a conversation with yourself, how would that conversation sound?
I'll say, listen here. No, listen, it's travel tribulations. Travel tribulations. Look at yourself now, because I'm in the future, and
Yes.
I'm coming to you in the past.
Yes.
I think my past be like so shocking, be like, you me like what's going on? So I think I would be afraid, probably like, yo, somebody my own past come and visit me, something's going on. I'd probably be scared a
Yeah.
little bit because I think of what's going on. But
Yeah.
hey,
You know, a lot of the times when I talk to people, you know, we don't see that we wish we can go back and do things. But I always believe that everything plays out the way it played out for a
I
reason.
do too. I
Uh,
be saying that too.
yeah.
Like, you know, everything's supposed to happen. Like if you watch that movie, The Flash,
Yeah.
you watch that movie, did you watch it?
Not yet.
If
Well,
you watch it, you'll see why things supposed to happen for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
now,
And it gives you an idea. Like you know, it might not happen the same way, but it will still happen. That's life.
yeah,
It might not happen that way, but it's gonna happen any other way.
that makes every bit of
So when you
sense.
see that movie, The Flash, you'll understand. Because that just when I saw the movie, The Flash, it just opened up my mind. Like, oh wow, so it's still gonna happen regardless. It's just in different ways.
So what future endeavors that we can see coming from A-Town? What do we see?
Futures. When I get my kidney, better movements. But I gotta heal first. I'm gonna thank God first. Heal. I gotta heal, and you know. Then when it's time to move, it's not gonna be in clubs like that. No, it's gonna be like motivation speaking and how God's protect me. Of course, I might get booked here and there. That's life, but we're gonna do more stuff like podcasts, everything talk like how did I get the kidney or who did this, like they're not gonna tell who gave it to you, or it's not gonna say oh this and that. When the kidney comes, it comes. Because I am on the top of the list, but a call could come any moment now, and that could be how I have to go. You cannot if you skip say you have the right to skip. Like, no, I don't want the kidney, but they're gonna call you like, why'd you skip? And you gotta start the process all over again. But before that, you gotta make sure you don't have no ulcers, no, all the stuff going on. Make sure everything up to date shots and everything. You know, so you have to. A lot. You heard that story about this guy. He needed a heart transplant.
Yeah.
He had a match. He couldn't get a match because he didn't get his COVID shot. He said he didn't want it, so they said nope, you can't get the heart. Wow. And I think that's really messed up, but then you have to get the shots. Yeah. And I'm like, dang. Yeah. But I also got sick from the shots. I got the shivers, the fevers, the headache. It really feel like the flu.
Wow.
It really actually feel like the flu. I was like, oh man.
Wow. You know what it is like. I want to say this. I truly believe that God has a special purpose for you. I truly believe that you're gonna inspire a lot of people. Because you have a testimony, right? When a person has a testimony, that only helps people be more relatable to their story. So when you talk to, like, for me listening to you, I'm getting inspired because the positive outlook that you have, even knowing you've gone through what you've gone through, and still going through what you're going through, you still remain positive. For the people that's just tuning in, he needs a kidney transplant. I'm gonna let you explain that again.
Yes. I need an O positive because it's rare. You got A and B, you got B, then you got O positive, you got O negative. O positive is a rare blood type, so that's why it's even harder for me. But we still keep finding, doing this, everything. And whoever donates, I appreciate that. We're not looking for no money, no nothing. It's just raising awareness because a lot of people be on dialysis and it's hard for people, to find and get a kidney because older people, they can't get a kidney because it's older. And some people can't get it because of other conditions they're going on. So, you got to be mindful of what they're going through, just because, oh my gosh, I don't have this. Don't worry, God's going to provide it, Don't worry, or they don't have, complain, oh, I don't have these new clothes. Bro, we fighting for our life and you care about clothes. Our life is on the line. If you want me to see in the box, or forbid in the box, in the casket, you ain't won't hear no good morning to you. You won't hear no talking about me. All you can do is going to stand there in shock, oh my God, she died. No, I'm not going to, in my faith, see me dead. You're going to see me alive and push forward.
A minute ago you said something, man, and I want to give your mother her flowers, man. I want to give your mother her flowers. You can tell you're a good guy, man, by far. And they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell your mother, man, we respect her extremely, man.
Thank you.
Listen, man. One thing about God, he don't make no mistakes, man. Everything happens for every reason. Everything that's going on in your life is supposed to plan out like this, right? And
right.
And you're gonna, and I can't wait to see the next chapter of it, man. Wow, I'm excited because, I'm praying on this kidney to come in sooner than later, right? And we're gonna keep fighting. But let me ask you something. When this kidney come in, so what you gonna do, like a motivational tour?
When this kidney come in, first I gotta hit it up. I gotta make sure this kidney working.
Yeah.
And these medicines actually working.
Yes.
And doctors and everything. I wish I had cameras to see what I go through.
Yeah.
And people records and stuff so they so they can get a better understanding. But I'll have to relax for when it's the right time to move. It'll let me know. Because right now, you can't just say, oh my gosh, I got a kidney. Okay, let me go. No, because I can easily get sick. I'm more of a risk of
Yeah.
getting more sick. So I
Yeah.
had to be cautious where I go to or with this and that, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure it's actually right. Because you don't want me to get sick and the kid you start rejecting me. So you don't want that. You just want it right. Because I really want to do a tour, especially overseas.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, my brother, I want to thank you. I want to give you your flowers. Tell you I appreciate you so much. You know, stay in tune, bro. We're gonna definitely do another episode. I'm gonna definitely follow up and see what's going on. And you know, we're gonna do some more follow-ups with you. You know, I'm gonna tap in with you more.
All right.
Right? I appreciate you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you,
bro.
all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
ATOWN, I appreciate you, bro. It's a good brother, man. Good brother,
Thank
guys.
you.
You know, guys, man. You know, in life, you know, we go through things, right? And he's a very positive man, man. I'm so excited for the next chapter of his life. You know, we don't see everything we see things from the surface level, but there's always a backstory behind everything. You know, I want to thank ATOWN for coming on the episode. I want to thank him, very positive brother, right? And again, we go through things in life that we don't have no power over, but sometimes you go through things so you can see how truly strong you are. Some of the strongest people got the best testimony, man, and that's a testimony within itself. Very positive brother. And what I love about it is the fact that his outlook on life is just so positive. You can't feel a negative bone in that man's body. That man is God-fearing. He knows who he is, and he's ready and excited for the next chapters of his life. I pray that God allow this man to heal 100% and go impact all the people's lives that he needs to. Because I think God is just starting this story. I think there's so much more that's going to happen, and he's going to definitely impact so many more people. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm impacted by just talking to him and having this conversation with him. I'm happy about him raising my awareness. I'm happy about knowing what's to come in the future. A lot of times we take things for granted. And today, actually talking to my guests allowed me to understand that in life, don't take things for granted. Always understand that anything in life is always a blessing, right? We must understand that life is a blessing within itself. Sometimes we get so ungrateful when things are not going the way we want. But sometimes when you think things are falling out of place, they're actually falling into place. Let me tell you that again. Sometimes when you think things are falling out of place, they're actually falling into place. See, sometimes the puzzle may not fit, right? When you're looking at it from a surface level. But everyone knows when they see the puzzle, it's just like a bunch of pieces. But as you start putting the pieces together, the puzzle start making sense. Sometimes in life, not everything doesn't always make sense, but it will when you start making the puzzle fit. So in life, we got to understand that everything is not going to happen on our time. Everything happens on the right time. Let me say that again. Everything in life don't happen on the time we want it, but it always happens on the right time. So you got to allow it to be what it is and be grateful. Because another day above earth is better than being under the ground. So allow yourself to be better than what you were yesterday by being grateful that you're here today. Every day is another blessing. And we must be grateful for every decision, every obstacle, everything we go through. Some of us we have a disconnect with ourselves. We don't see how blessed we truly are. We're blessed to be at full health and to going into your older and later years, right? You know, some guys can still run. They're not Kinsey fast. They're not fast as they used to be, Kinsey, but they can still run, right? These are the things we take for granted. You know, finding true love, right? Let me give my team over here, my couple of the team. They just got engaged, guys. Let's give them their flowers. Kinsey and Jessica. You know, I gotta say this. They just actually got engaged. Jessica, we kind of knew for a long time. I'm happy the cat is out the bag, right? That's what they say. Because I'm be honest with you, I almost slipped up twice. I almost slipped up and said something twice, right? But I'm happy for you guys. This is my little brother, guys. His name is Kinsey, guys. I wouldn't want another woman for this guy. She's perfect for him. They know how to deal with each other. I pray they bring me some grandbabies, right? And bring me some grandbabies and live happily, man, and respect each other, right? That's the real, a healthy relationship. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. But I pray you have way more ups than you have downs, right? And every time y'all go through something, work it out, right? Because Kenzie, ain't too many people gonna like you, right? You too, Jessica. You're a little extreme too, Jessica. But guys, enjoying life and being grateful, finding the next chapter in your life. Understand that don't try to jump forward in your book. Enjoy it as you write your chapters. And allow yourself to write great chapters. Because the greatest book is the ones who's been through things. So in life, allow yourself to be grateful for every decision and everything you're going through. Because this is just another chapter in your life. To our guest today, ATOWN, I just want to thank you for coming on, telling your story. It's been through a lot, still going through a lot. One thing I hear in that man's voice, he's a fighter, he's a warrior. So until next time, guys, don't let that go over your head.